to Burlington, Colorado. This is usually one of my first stops on my way east on I-70, wherever I'm going, if it's Kansas City or somewhere further. And topping off on fuel, gonna get some food, get back on the road. Before I get back on the road, I gotta remember I had to get new plates for my trailer because it's been parked for a minute, and Colorado just recently changed their laws on expired tags. It used to be I could just go and pay the late fees and get new tags, new stickers, decals that you put on your license plate. And I guess Colorado now, after 13 months, you have to get new plates. And my trailer had been parked pretty much since like 2020, 2021 was like the last time I had it registered, so I had to get new plates. And rather than just putting the decal on, I got to swap the plate out. So I need to do that real quick before I get back on the road here after I eat and get some food in my belly. Definitely a beautiful day out here this Friday afternoon, or I ain't really afternoon, this Friday. Yeah, I'd say it's a little expired. Getting that license plate replaced, I can go ahead and get back on the road and not have to worry about getting pulled over by anybody here in Colorado, Kansas, or Missouri. I don't think it's going to be too miserable out there right now, being that it's the end of January and pretty cold, versus the misery I think of, which is just hot and humid. I don't like hot, humid climates. Let's get back on the road. I always love seeing these old Pete's out here, and good chance this isn't an old truck, but I like seeing these long nose Pete's out here while I'm on the open road. Well, you see them all over the city too, but a little different seeing a bunch of them out on the highway, especially at night when they're all lit up and they got dozens of lights down each side. After a little short detour here in Burlington, it's been about half an hour here between getting fuel. Had to put a new license plate on, check a couple things online, emails and such. Now back on the road to Topeka. I think I got a good 5.5 hours yet to get there, so I don't see myself not getting there tonight, so I should be all right. It's coming up on noon here in Colorado, so I'm about to lose an hour, but if anything, I'll be getting into Topeka like around 7, 8 at the latest, with stopping and doing a couple things here and there. Really enjoying all these blue skies and all these clouds out here. Some chemtrails too. I really feel for the truckers and the people that gotta commute across that part of I-70. It's pretty rough. And coming from the perspective of somebody that knows what it's like to take care of your vehicle, that road does nothing but beat the shit out of your undercarriage, your ball joints, your tie rod ends, your struts, all that stuff just eats that impact of an 8-up road like that. And it's even worse for the semi trucks too. So yeah, Colorado, Polis, what's the problem? Well, it's about 5:15, and I am about 30 miles, 20 miles or so outside of Topeka. And sun's just about on its way down. I'm gonna hit this rest area here real quick. Got me a hotel booked in Topeka. Gonna get there, get some food, rest up. Short drive tomorrow to Kansas City airport, pick up some of the Uproar crew, pick up the videographer that's helping me out, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting off the road tonight and stretching and getting some good food in me. Haven't eaten nothing all day really. Had some chips and Red Bull, and yeah, so it'd be good to get a good meal in me after being on the road all day. I'm surprised I made it this far. I didn't open the driver's side door from Burlington, Colorado all the way here to this rest stop, so that's making some good time today. Hell yeah. I just wanted to say something real quick while I'm on the road and I'm catching this beautiful view in my rear view that I'm getting to see. Love seeing these sunsets, especially on the road when you just nothing but open land and not a lot of city, you know. Well, it's Saturday morning, just after 8. Got a good night's rest here in Topeka. Gotta stop by the Home Depot real quick. I forgot to bring with me a little 1/2-inch piece of pipe that I use for a handle extension for the tripod, for the cameraman, for the video. It really helps them out as far as not having to hold their hand up high the entire day while shooting and tracking dancers on stage. It just gets old, and having that handle extension really helps that videographer out, especially when you're shooting for 8 to 12 hours in a day. So tomorrow is probably gonna be like an 8-9 hour day, so shouldn't be too bad, but having this will definitely help out that person that's shooting the video. So I'm gonna get into Kansas City really early here, probably around 9 or 9:30, and I don't need to be there until 1. So to kill some time, I'm gonna go by a place that I ate at last year when I was here. It's over by Kansas City Speedway, little Cajun place, and get some jambalaya. So that should be good. I'm looking forward to it. My stomach's already growling, but I ain't gonna be able to eat there until, I reckon they don't open until probably about 10 or 11. So we'll see. Oh, so I made it over here by Kansas City Raceway, or Kansas City Speedway, excuse me. Before I got here, I stopped to grab some food, get some trail mix, all that good stuff, and I was pulling out, and I cut my corner a little too tight, and the trailer rode up. You got like the curb comes down for like the handicap ramp. Well, the tire rode up the curb and then fell off. Fine, but I've got enough weight in the trailer that the axle bottomed out, and I'm pretty sure it bent the axle because there was enough force that the tire basically pulled the fender off a little bit, and now my trailer dog tracks a little bit. So fingers crossed I can get back to Colorado on this and it doesn't eat that right tire on the trailer too bad. I'm gonna be out here Monday replacing an axle on my trailer before I can go back to Colorado. So let's hope that's not what happens. So I just picked up my food from Jazz's Louisiana Kitchen, and I got the jambalaya again. I'm a creature of habit. It smells great. Can't wait to eat it. Got rice and protein and spices and all that good seasoning. Fill me up good and get the sinuses working too. If you're ever over here in the Kansas City, Kansas side, over by the Speedway, check this place out. They're over here in this little shopping area. Good food, and it looks like it'd be a great place to hang out too. Well, it's about 5:45 here on Sunday morning at the hotel, getting ready to head to the theater. I was too busy getting set up for the dance comp today, and because of that I just didn't have time to shoot. I was going to shoot last night just to kind of do a recap of the day, and was tired, and I'm doing it now. But our setup went fairly smoothly, other than I had a problem with some equipment, and luckily Walmart had something in stock that was able to provide a solution, so got that taken care of, and I have 150 some routines to shoot today, so not too long of a day, but we'll get her done. Well, I'm done shooting today. It's about 5 o'clock here in Kansas, or Missouri, Kansas City. Everything went good overall. I still have a lot of photos to go through and make sure everything's good and crisp. All in all, it was a good day. I've gotten better at shooting photos again. Like every time I go out and shoot, there's something else I learn. I shot on a new camera I've never shot with before, and I've never shot dance before photo wise. I've done video last 2 years, but this year is my first year doing photo, and it's a different rhythm. You're shooting with the camera connected to the computer, which basically saves those pictures in a selected folder, and each new routine you select a new folder. So it's a whole different rhythm, and you're keeping your hands up at your face the whole time you're shooting, versus shooting on a tripod, it's a bit easier. I will say that come next week for Phoenix, I'm gonna step my timing up on these dance shots. It's one of the places I gotta get better at the most, is just my timing. Everything has a learning curve. About to go back in here. They're wrapping up their award ceremony and tear down and strike, and I think while I do that, I'm gonna take my GoPro and set it up on top of this truck or somewhere over here and let it catch the sunset with a basically like time lapse, so should be good. It's almost 1 o'clock here on Monday. Did the dance competition yesterday. Dropped off the videographer Chloe that helped me out at the airport this morning around 10 o'clock and started heading west towards Denver again. Right now I'm currently sitting outside of Junction City, just what, east of Fort Riley right now, and my trailer's doing all right as far as the issue with the bent axle. Tire's not really scrubbing that much, or not at all really, so keep on trucking. And I've been going pretty much the speed limit or just under and taking it easy, and everything's going good. Another bonus is the trailer's lighter since there's less awards in it from the dance competition yesterday, so, but I still need to get it fixed once I get back, and I'm gonna be doing that maybe tomorrow or on Wednesday. And then Thursday I gotta get back on the road and go to Phoenix for another dance comp out there. I think I'm gonna try to make it back to Goodland, Kansas tonight, and that'll leave me with a 3-hour drive tomorrow. I still need to upload some more photos and do all that, and hopefully I can get that done tonight. I think I've got about another 60 galleries to get uploaded from yesterday. Total of like 153 galleries. I took way too many photos. I probably have, I wouldn't be surprised to have somewhere around 8,000 photos or more total for all the routines yesterday. So a little trigger happy with the camera yesterday, but I'll get better at that next week. So, but I need to get back on the road because burning daylight, and yeah. I've never had the pleasure of being stationed at Fort Riley. I've heard some stories. I've had a few buddies that have been there, but I've never had to do it myself. So thankfully I've only had to drive by. Well, I made it to Goodland, Kansas. Got about an hour and a half here before I got a meeting I gotta be on, Zoom meeting for a nonprofit I help out, the Rocky Mountain Riders Association. And then I can call it a night or a day for the most part, other than I just have to go through and get some more pictures uploaded to SmugMug for the dance competition for Uproar. That way all the families can see the routines and see the galleries and start buying some photos, hopefully. Fingers crossed, right? Well, it's about 9 o'clock on Tuesday morning. I'm here in Goodland, Kansas, getting ready to hit the road and get back to Denver finally. A little bit of a later start than I wanted to, but mainly just because I was letting a bunch of photos get uploaded yet. And I'm still about 300 to 400 photos short of getting them all uploaded. So I have to continue that when I get back home. For now, I'm gonna get into Denver, go get an axle ordered for my trailer, so hopefully I can pick it up tomorrow and get it swapped out tomorrow before I have to head out to Phoenix on Thursday. It's been a good trip overall. The tires on the trailer are doing great. The air pressure's fine. The side that's bent isn't scrubbing at all, so that's awesome. I had a great meeting last night with Rocky Mountain Riders Association and their marketing committee. It's a great team of people that come together to make all that stuff happen. They have a lot of races that go on in the Rocky Mountain region, primarily all Colorado, but there's a couple races up in Wyoming and one Supercross race they do down in New Mexico. Great organization between just who runs it and everybody that races. It's a great racing community, great family, great moto fam, and it's awesome to see them doing what they're doing and growing like they are. I feel blessed to be given the chance to be able to just help out with all that. I provide pictures, help them out a little bit with social media. Sometimes I make videos and stuff like that. I've live streamed their awards banquet the last couple years, so it's been fun, and I'm looking forward to this season coming up. So, but for now, it's time to get back on the road and just get back to the 303, huh? Just pulled onto Washington Street, got about a mile to go before I get to Iron Bear Trailer. I'm really looking forward to being at home and seeing my dog Blue. Love to bring him along with me, but it's just not really that practical because when I'm working, and that's a long day, and he can't just sit somewhere by himself like that all day. At home, he at least has my brother, and then he's also got a doggy door, so he can go outside and do his thing and yell at the neighbor's dog and people walking by and socialize and all that while still being at home, even though I know he'd rather be out here with me. It just isn't fair to him. So but I can't wait to see him, that's for sure. Well, I just pulled in here to Iron Bear Trailer. It's about noon. Gonna go in there and talk to these guys and get this axle situation sorted out, and hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to come through about midday and pick up an axle that's ready to go that I can pretty much just bolt on and get right back on the road with. And the trailer will be stouter than it was before, and it'll be in better shape than it was before, so it's a win-win. Well, I got my quote from Iron Bear Trailer. I'm gonna get that axle ordered and get it picked up tomorrow. Definitely gonna upgrade from what I had, so see when I go to put it on my trailer tomorrow over at my buddy's shop here in Denver. It's basically a 3,500 pound axle is what's on the trailer now. I'm gonna upgrade to a 6,000 pound axle, and this axle has brakes on it, which my current axle doesn't, because it's technically not needed because it's a lighter weight axle. And not only am I upgrading the axle, but I'm gonna put heavier springs on it. I'm gonna go with I think they're like 32 or 3,500 pound rated springs versus the ones that are currently on it are 2,200 pound rated. Well, needless to say, the trailer will be a little overbuilt for what it is, but it'll be a lot happier with it having the weight that it can carry in it, and it'll be safer too because it'll have brakes. And with the heavier duty springs and axle and all that, the suspension won't be working as much with that weight. So I will get 20 years out of it instead of the 10 years I got out of the current suspension that was on it from the factory. So it'll be a nice little upgrade, and I've been wanting to upgrade the axle for a while. I just never got around to it, and my little driving mistake back in Missouri on Saturday kind of forced my hand to go ahead and pull the trigger on getting an upgraded axle for this trailer. So looking forward to getting it done tomorrow. I'm actually looking forward to about 2 weeks from now when I can catch my breath from these 2 dance comps and all this driving. So because I still got a lot to do today without even messing with this trailer, and tomorrow to get ready for Phoenix, and then I'm on the road Thursday right away again to go to Phoenix. So I am ready to see my dog. Kind of get reset, get some gear unpacked here inside the house, go handle some stuff before my shift at work tonight, get ready for Phoenix. But as far as for Kansas City, that's a wrap, man. Till next time, thanks for watching.